What's up, fam? What's going on, family? What is up? What the deal is? Let me get this shared up a little bit, shared up and shared out, so that let me get this shared up real fast. Talk some NFL for sure. Let me get a screen up here. Early lines, man. You can't go wrong with early lines. You definitely can't go wrong with early lines. Let me get this shared up real fast. What's up, Pat? What's going on? How you doing? How are you doing? No, let me share this. Not to the feed, into the group. Okay, bam, right there. Bam. You glad to be off? I know that's right. I know that's right. I go back tomorrow, so I'm okay, man. I go back to work tomorrow, and it is what it is. It's early lines. You know what I'm saying? So we're here to talk some football. And I could have done this video a couple days ago, but I know I used to do that. I used to do that. Now I work threes and fours, but I work I really go in for like fours and fives. I try to I really go. I work threes and fours, 12s. So when I do come in, when I come in the morning, I'll be tired as hell. You know what I'm saying? And then I just, started the overnight shit. But I really try. I go in for work fours and fives. Try to work my Sundays. Just my Sundays be double time and shit like that. So and then overnight. Either way it goes, though, it is what it is. And like I say, one thing I'm gonna say. Oh, your lineup was trash, man. Mine was all good. Puka Nakua, as y'all remember last week, I was all over. Let's see, I was all over guys. Like I was all over Puka Nakua. That worked out pretty good. Let me see. 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 Well, I give a couple people a chance to come in. I don't have that many viewers, but shucks. I don't even really want to really want to reminisce on that. I only did like 2 lineups. This week I'm gonna go in. Though. I ain't even gonna touch back on it. I'm gonna just stay on topic because I know I'll be on here for a long time. Either way it go, hey, it's important. It's always important to jump on early lines. Early lines are major key. All right, I'm gonna tell you the difference between some of these books. Right now, I'm gonna talk about FanDuel, DraftKings, and PrizePicks. Now, FanDuel, there's times where there's times where they will they'll drop the lines Saturday night. Okay, there's times where they'll drop the lines Saturday night. And let me fix my camera because all out the joint, man. All right, that's a little bit better. So yeah, so FanDuel, they'll drop lines fucking Friday night on your ass, Saturday night. It's early in the season, so DraftKings probably trying to get ahead of the game, along with draft PrizePicks. All right, so I could have did this video a couple days ago. PrizePicks have a nice selection of things out right now. DraftKings, okay. DraftKings have a few things out for us as far as TD scores, first drive, some passing props. You know what I'm saying? And a few things of that nature. All right, so we got a few lines that we can go off of. It's always good to have to jump on your early lines, no matter if you're doing alternate props. I don't give a fuck what, because that's what I'm up doing right now. I'm up doing a lot of alternate props and something that I like. I'm a bite on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's important to engage with y'all and the community to Padres 60-0. What happened? Let me see. Soto. Okay, some ancillary scores. All right. So either way it go, yeah. It's important. It's important to engage with the community. Because like I said, it's us against the books always. So I'm mostly on YouTube. You guys already know that. But we putting our heads together. We can come here each week and drop out, engage in what we think and what we know. I'm gonna go through this shit. I'm gonna do it either way it go. Y'all already know this. We do it every day. So it's important. It's really, really important. All right. Don't quote me on this, but I didn't know DraftKings had fantasy score, and that's so nice. They're probably gonna expand that. But we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge. Now let's slide over here to FanDuel. Because I'm not gonna touch on all the books right now today, because I'm on Caesars and MGM. But right now, FanDuel, all outside of tomorrow's game, all you're gonna get, we got props up for tomorrow's game, but you ain't gonna get nothing for other. It's too early, for the other game. So we could just probably stay on DraftKings. Plus, you get a chance to see other books. You know what I'm saying? You get a chance to see other books. Shout out to the like and drop a like on this. No matter if you're on YouTube or Facebook, drop a like there. All right, let me get another screen back up here, and let's jump into it. So I'm gonna flash between 2 or 3 different screens, and we're gonna breeze through this real quick. All right, it's early. It's only week 2. That's all I can say right now, man. It's only week 2, man. It's only week 2. Okay. FanDuel has no props out, so if you guys don't know that, now you know. They only have props out for Friday, for tomorrow's game. All right. You ain't have no props out for any of these other games. So let's try to use DraftKings for a landing spot, which is good. So a lot of people can start, expanding their books, So first game here, let's see. All right, Minnesota Vikings at Philadelphia Eagles. Okay. So you guys got any thoughts or whatever the case may be, drop them in the comments. I'd be glad to engage, throw them on the screen, whatever the case may be. Questions, I can answer any questions that I think I could. I mean, I'm no expert, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now, this game here, we know it's prime time. Not a big fan of Kirk Cousins at prime time, but it is what it is. Philly. Last week, Philly, New England, they brought a little bit more defense than I thought they had. We know they have a good coach in Belichick. New England slowed that game down a little bit, made it because the Eagles got out to a really, really fast start. They made it a nice looking game, whatever the case may be. Okay. Now, I'm hoping Minnesota Vikings, they're going to be, pretty competitive in this game. We know Minnesota Vikings, we know their offense. I mean, we know their defense was terrible, man. We know their defense was terrible last year. And I think I want to say the secondary was really, really rough. All right. So I'm going to I think I'm gonna like the receivers on both sides of the ball, man. To tell you the truth, right now, Alexander Madison right now is not the guy that I'm really, really looking at. I don't know how Philly, Philly's deep secondary is definitely better than Minnesota's. All right, I give them that. Pay attention to what goes on throughout the season. Hunter Henry got a touchdown on these guys last week. Minnesota, they have TJ Hawkinson, one of the best tight ends in the league right now. Pay attention. Some teams can be vulnerable in certain areas. This might be a spot that, and granted, I can't take nothing from Henry or whatever case may be, because in that offense, in that New England offense, Hunter Henry will eat, and he will get touchdowns and stuff like that. He's been doing it for a year or two. So that's probably one of my sneaky touchdown picks there. It's probably going to be TJ Hawkinson. And not first touchdown, but touchdown score. All right, it's probably gonna be TJ Hawkinson for me. All right. I think I think he should be in an okay spot. When you got dangerous receivers like Minnesota has, there's a possibility that the middle could be open at certain times. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely looking at TJ Hawkinson for a possible score here. All right. I think like I said, I think the wide receivers are in play on both sides here. That's self-explanatory. You could look at I mean, I'll tell you what I like here. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up some of those targets and things like that from last game here. So I would have to go to a showdown slate real quick. Over here, I'll go to a showdown slate and show you guys some of these targets distributions from yesterday, from last game. So that give me something to base this off of. All right. So I'll just click both of these, and then I'll just use so everything is based upon a flex here with here. All right. So okay, so Justin Jefferson. Last week, if y'all caught the NFL NBA video, this is the only play that I'm salty of because I went through this shit. If y'all watched the video, I went straight through it. They cut the line, the cutoff line for Justin Jefferson was 150 yards. That was plus 550. I pointed it out. Didn't ladder him up to 150 receiving yards. I took him to 100 yards single bet. I took him to 100 yards in a touchdown parlay. That didn't hit. And but he hit the 100 yards for me. I didn't even take his regular prop. Okay. Now he's in play. Just want to see, if he's one of the best, if not the best receiver in the league. Probably my favorite player is probably going to be Justin AJ Brown. He had 10 targets last week for 79 yards. Right now, his reception prop is probably a little bit lower than that. I mean, let's go check real fast. I was back here on the fantasy points, so we'll get to that after this game here. So rushing reception yards. Addison, Justin Jefferson, Quez Watkins. All right, so they don't have it out right now. All right. Couldn't talk off that 93 for Justin Jefferson there. Let me see. FanDuel. Let's check FanDuel for the reception yards. AJ Brown's reception yards are set at 75.5 as of right now. PrizePicks is set at 73.5. Okay, so you get a whole 2-yard difference right here on PrizePicks. 73.5 on FanDuel. You got 75.5, and then on DraftKings they don't have it out for some reason. However, even if you're looking to alter some yards and things of that nature, they still don't have him out. I don't know why they don't have Brown out right now on DraftKings. That's interesting. Now, another play that I like here, passing touchdowns. Now, I can't talk you off neither one of these guys. It's a pick your poison type of thing here. I like the 1.5 for both of these guys. I ain't even gonna lie. And then you couple that with the fact that we can go over here. One of my favorite bets always is going to be the totals here. All right. So you go to the total section here. And the first thing I always look at, I check lines here for touchdowns in each half. I like this bet a lot for certain teams, especially pace-up matchups. I took this bet in the San Diego game, and it hit easily. Some games you're going to get those games where they're going to score 2 touchdowns a piece in each quarter. All right, and that's a plus 1480. But I like the 1 touchdown in each half. Each team 1 touchdown in each half minus 104. Okay, I can see that hitting, so I like that. Sprinkle something on. I'm not going to sprinkle much, but it is what it is. Okay. You can also don't shy away from your total teams and your team touchdowns and things of that nature. You can always look at that. Don't have to pick a side and stuff like that. Like total points, 20 Vikings total points sitting at 21.5. Eagles totals points sitting at 27.5. Okay. And then you can also look at individual team touchdowns. That's always something that you can look at, and that's another thing that I look at. I took it for San Diego last week if I could find it. Total points, total touchdown scored. That's the total touchdown scored. Okay, so where's total touchdowns? Vikings 2.5 plus money, and then you could get 3.5. All right, over under. All right, for and it's favored it to the under. So we'll see. All right. As far as a side in this one here, I probably have to wait a little bit longer. I don't know. I don't have a side in this one yet. All right. Slide on over here to I'm gonna slide over here to DraftKings, and I'm gonna finish the rest of this video out on DraftKings because we don't have any more lines. We don't have any more lines on FanDuel. Only lines that we had was the lines for tomorrow. Rushing props. You can look at Jalen Hurts. His rushing prop should be in play. I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but his rushing prop should be in play. So that's something that you can look at there. Okay. Now, on to Sunday's games. Okay, so all right, let me move this. Okay, actually, we're gonna go. I'm gonna just go category by category here. All right, so I think that's how I want to do it. Kansas City Chiefs at Jacksonville Jaguars. Here, all right, we got an over under of. This is my first video, first NFL video, so I gotta figure out how I want to format it. But yeah, so scratch that. I'm gonna just go with what's up, boss? What's up, boss? Let's get this money, my guy. I'm gonna just go in order right here. No, you know what? I ain't even gonna go in order, man. I'm gonna just go stay right here and just stay on it, man. Kansas City Chiefs at Jacksonville Jaguars. We looking at the passing touchdowns right now. All right, so right now, I do have interest. I like the Trevor Lawrence more than I like the Patrick Mahomes here. I don't know if I don't know if Kansas City defense is better, or I don't know if the Kansas City defense is better, or if the Detroit Lions. I don't know, man. They did run the ball a little bit last week, so I don't know what to take in that one there. This Jacksonville Jaguars team, I'm pretty high on the offense. I ain't even gonna lie. Both of these props are doable. I think with the early lines right now, this Trevor Lawrence here, this minus 135 is going up. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I know it's gonna go up. It's going up. Y'all know that. These are fresh lines right here. I like both of them. You know what I'm saying? If you just got that really good hunch that Kelsey is coming back, I think you jump on that 2.5 touchdowns for Patrick Mahomes passing. These are passing touchdowns. Okay, this is passing touchdowns. Okay, Trevor Lawrence, I'm definitely taking the over on that. Baker Mayfield and Justin Fields here. Couldn't talk you off the Baker Mayfield. He has the weapons to hit the 1.5 touchdowns. I can't talk you off of that. He has the weapons to get there. And Justin Fields, it's a parlay piece. Over a half a touchdown there. He just got to throw one. All right, that's a parlay piece right there. Las Vegas Raiders at Buffalo Bills. Jimmy Garoppolo, Josh Allen. I like the 1.5 for Josh Allen for sure. It's a parlay piece right now. You probably want to jump on it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me toss. Let me toss that in there. Okay. I like both of these Hurts and okay. All right. So yeah. So Jimmy Garoppolo. The game script should have them passing. What I mean by that is I think they should be down. Game script should have them passing. Um, Keep an eye out on the status of Jacoby Myers there. Jacoby Myers I think he had like 8 targets and 8 catches on 8 targets. And I think Adams had 11 targets or something like that. I could go back and check. And I think he had like 9 catches on that. Okay. So, and then, but 1.5 touchdowns, I don't know. Plus 135, I don't know. Game script, he should be passing. He's going to need to throw 2. I would imagine he's going to need to throw 2. Okay. Jared Goff and Geno Smith here. All right. Man. Hey, I couldn't talk you off neither one of these guys here. All right. Geno Smith, we're gonna get to him too. I'm gonna like Metcalf. I'm like Metcalf in this one. Him and Metcalf hooked up last week. Another touchdown to somebody like Lockett. A deep ball is not out of the realm of possibilities. Can he hit this? Yes, he could. He does. I can see him getting there. And Jared Goff, definitely I can see him getting there. So I couldn't talk you off the 1.5 for neither one of these guys there. Okay. I like it. Desmond Ridder, probably a no for me. As much as the Atlanta Falcons want to run the ball, probably going to be a no for me. Jordan Love, it's possible. It's possible. It's doable. But we'll have to see. See the status of keep in mind the status of Aaron Jones and Watson. All right, Watson, the receiver there. All right, but we'll get to some receivers. I'll point out a few things in a second. All right, Justin Herbert and Tennessee Titans and Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill will probably need to try to throw 2 touchdowns. I know that, but Justin Herbert over 1.5 touchdowns and minus 166 as of right now. Yes, please. Joe Burrow looking to bounce back versus Cincinnati Bengals. Versus the Baltimore Ravens here. I couldn't talk you off of that. I mean, he had to be rusty last week. 1.5 touchdowns. It's not out of realm of possibilities. Now I can like all these. I like all of them, but that don't mean that I'm betting all of them, man. Straight up. Right now it's just early, and because these aren't hard, and in reality, these aren't that easy to hit. You know what I'm saying? They're not. They're not that easy to hit. So, but you know who can do it, and you know who can't. I can't talk you off neither one of these guys. All right. Probably won't be going there. Oh, in this matchup though, the Indianapolis Colts and Houston Texans, it's possible that I probably would, take a stab at Anthony Richards, but not really. No, not really. Not two quarterbacks that I'm probably looking to go to here. Brock Purdy over 1.5 touchdowns. It's doable. I like it. And Matthew Stafford, this secondary. Do I like the Texans to win? I ain't look at that. I ain't look at that game as far as who gonna win or nothing like that. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't look at that game as far as who gonna win or nothing. I ain't even capped that game yet. It's a lot of games I haven't even capped yet. These are just early lines that I'm going through right now. So from tonight on to tomorrow, I don't bet a lot of games either. I'm more of a prop person, but I might run across a few games here and there. This 49ers and the LA Rams game here didn't really get a taste to see how this 49ers secondary is going to be. But I think Brock Purdy can get you 1.5 touchdowns in this offense. He's got enough weapons. Everybody out there is a really, really good football player for this team. Couldn't talk off the 1.5 touchdowns for Brock Purdy. And then Matthew Stafford one thing I told you last week. All his receivers was going to be in play. I was high on Puka Nacua. I'm right back on Puka Nacua this week. I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm right back on him. Whenever his lines drop, I want to see what they are. Matthew Stafford's going to throw that motherfucker till his fucking arm falls off, okay? So it is what it is in that category, all right? He probably going to get one touchdown, one passing touchdown, and then the second one, I don't know how it's gonna come. It's Matthew Stafford. He gonna pass it. So he didn't turn the worst. He didn't turn some. He didn't have some receivers, man. He know how to move the ball. It's just, we'll see. But that's a good number you get. Shit. Daniel Jones, probably, I don't know. He was slinging that motherfucker, wasn't he, boy? He was slinging it. he gonna sling it. It's Puka Nacua now, right now. He locked on and then Tutu Atwell, and then that kid, what's his name? That motherfucker. Damn, what's his name? Tyler Higbee, he on that same shit from last year. Like, it's either him or it's fucking Stafford. Stafford just really want to throw to a receiver, like, really. But Van Jefferson, he dropped some wide open shit, man. That shit was wild as hell. Daniel Jones, I'm looking at him more for his rushing yards, so we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I look at him more for his rushing yards. I'm gonna like somebody else in this game here. We'll get to that as well. However, 1.5 passing touchdowns, I probably won't be betting that. Even though he could probably get it. Against this Arizona Cardinals, he might have 3-4 passing touchdowns. I don't know, but we got to see what this Arizona Cardinals defense look like for real, because the offense is, I don't really like their offense. I'm not betting neither one of these guys. Dak Prescott or Wilson, I'm not betting neither one of these guys. Dak Prescott, here's his favorite to the under, the -140. Make sure you pay attention to the lines. This New York Jets defense is really, really good. Okay. Oh, Zach Wilson, 1 touchdown. Oh, I might consider that. One passing touchdown. Wilson to Wilson. I might consider that. I will consider that. I'll consider that. I'll think about it. I'll consider that. Russell Wilson, plus 124. And then Sam Howell, plus 200. What day is this? We're debating the 2 passing touchdowns for Russell Wilson, man, at a plus 124. I'm gonna tell you, I probably wouldn't take the under. I probably wouldn't take the under here. Versus Washington. Washington got to keep showing me something. I wouldn't take the under here. I think Russell, I don't know. Russell looked okay. I think he looked okay. Mac Jones, Tua Tagovailoa. Who do I have it? I ain't gave up on Russell yet either, man. I think he's set. I think he's straight now, man. Sierra, she pregnant. I think she going on a 3rd baby. I think he used to that little cat right now. So I think he'd have been through his whip phase and all that. I think he good now. As long as Future start making songs about him, god damn, every time you look around, he got his name. Yeah, it is what it is, though. All right, let me stop. Let me get back on track. All right, so look. Mac Jones and Tua Tagovailoa. All right. Both of these guys are in play for 2 touchdowns, man. I can't talk you off of it. Both of them are in play. Same thing here. Both of these guys, nope. I would probably like Watson more than Kenny. Game script might have Pittsburgh Steelers down, which means Kenny Pickett would probably have to throw a little bit more. So not out of the realm of possibilities. Okay, keep an eye out for the injury news with I think Freiermuth and what the fuck is that boy name? Deontay. All right. So they have that. All right, so let's keep it moving, man. Some of these lines they get out right here. Passing yards. I'm not a big time passing yards guy. Okay. I'm not a big time passing yards guy. I never betted passing yards like that, man. But with early lines, so I ain't gonna touch on them. But with these early lines like this, it is what it is. Now DraftKings, they have alternate passing yards out right now, right? So with the alternates, you can take, and they got alternates out for mostly all of the quarterbacks. Now you can take. Now what you can do here, you would have to go into same game parlay mode if you want to take 2 quarterbacks from the same game. But they will let you parlay like one alternate with another, or one alternate from each game. All right. They will let you do that. So right now, you can go in right now and start making your bankroll builders. Let's say, for instance, you want to take Mahomes versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I like that. So what I would do here, I would probably go in and take Trevor Lawrence for 225 yards, okay? And I might go in and take Kirk Cousins for 225 yards. And at a parlay piece, that's at a minus 137. I don't know. Maybe you could go 3 legs or something like that, or maybe you could go 250 for the kid, whatever the fuck his name is, Kirk Cousins. That should get you the plus money. I'm not saying this is just an example. This isn't just an example, but they do have the alternates out right now, and you can go in right now and start altering shit up. And early alternate lines are the same thing as the regular presets. Don't get it twisted. Once the regular lines move, all the alternates moving right with it. All right, moving right with it. If y'all been rocking with me for the last few years, you know, in certain instances like NBA, I would take 3 minus 1 300s, 3 minus 400. It'll always come out to plus money. All right, so you know, things of that nature. So they have that. I'm not going to touch on the passing yards, but they're there. The alternate passing yards for all these quarterbacks are there. Okay, 200 yards for Geno Smith. You know, so you can start mixing, matching shit if you want to right now. Getting you some plus money, and getting out getting out the way, because these lines, like I said, they're going to move. Same thing with okay. So now let's go to the pass and rush yards. All right, so like I said, I don't do too many passing yards and shit like that, but this is what? Pass plus rush yards. Okay, passing plus rush yards. Okay, so this is not my market right here. I know you can't wait for NBA clutch. I know you can't. Passing completions. They only have this out for Minnesota right now. Jalen Hurts, that 21.5 is interesting. Going up against this Vikings team. It's a possibility they could be throwing. This is an interesting prop here. I might want to take the over here. I don't know. Passing attempts. They only have that out for this next game here. 31.5 and 37.5. Looks like something I might take for Kirk Cousins. Attempts might be something. 37.5 for Kirk Cousins. Interceptions. They got the interceptions for the whole league out right now, or maybe just all of Sunday games. Who do I think would throw an interception here? Maybe Tua might throw one against Belichick. Howell, maybe Wilson. Or Dak Prescott. 2 good defenses. I couldn't talk you off an interception from neither one of these guys. Daniel Jones, Joshua Dobbs, maybe a interception candidate here. Stafford, probably an interception candidate. He's going to throw it a ton. Both of these guys might be one. I don't know. Let me stop it. Joe Burrow will throw an interception. All right. I don't know about this game, but he'll throw one. He'll throw one for sure. Tennessee Titans, Herbert. Man. Josh Allen. Threw 3 of them last week. I don't know about this Raiders game here. Baker Mayfield, Justin Fields. Trevor Lawrence might toss one to the other team. Cousins, I don't know. All right. Longest completions, and then you got fancy score, fancy points here. This is what I'm interested in. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do for the rest of the league here. All right. That was passive props right there. Rushing reception yards. I seen some things that I really, really liked here. What that I was really, really interested in. All right. So rush yards here. And these are early lines. This is like where you want to be at. Alexander Madison, I'm going over this game here. You can get Kirk Cousins rushing yards at over under at 3.5 right now. That's a chase right there. Chase his ass up out the pocket. Travis Etienne, 55.5. Do as you will. Justin Field, 59.5. Interesting. Khalil Herbert. Now, Rashad White. Rashad White is interesting because I was looking at him for rushing yards, and I was looking at him for rushing plus receiving yards. Okay, so let's take an intermission real quick, and let's go over here to the Chicago game real quick. And okay, if his usage is anywhere near this here, all right, 17 attempts. He only had 39 yards, but the usage was there. 17 attempts. The usage was there. And then he had a few targets in the passing game, but the usage was there. All right, 2 targets for 10 yards. The way that they were trying to gas the Bears defense up last week, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if the Bears defense, my Bears, I don't know. They run defense, I don't know. So I couldn't, he could be in play here for 55 yards. Okay, he could be in play for 55 yards. Justin Fields, he's just scrambling. He's a scrambled egg right now. So 59.5 yards, you know what he can do. We already know what he can do. That's up to you if you want to take it. Looking for Khalil Herbert to probably bounce back here. I'm not too. I have to look more into the rush defense for the Buccaneers here. Josh Jacobs, 67.5. All right. 67.5. Probably something that's doable here. Definitely the bell cow back here. Everything should be there for him. What do we got here? The usage should be there for him. 19. He had 19 rushing attempts for 48 yards last game. And then he had 2 receptions for on 3 targets. Okay, so you can look at that, and that came out to 23 yards. So you can look at that, and you can probably, if you're feeling froggy, and you think their game script is going to be they're going to be behind, which I feel like that's the game script. You can look at his rushing yards. You can look at his rushing and receiving yards, okay, or his receptions, because I think his prop is out right now. You guys got any plays or anything like that? Be my guest. Let me know. But David Montgomery against the Seahawks defense and Kenneth Walker versus I'm my mic was muted. David Montgomery had a nice share, but I don't know, man. He got that other running back behind him. I'd be scared. I'd be scared to put my money in it, and he got Gibbs behind him, man. But he had a nice share. He had 21. He had 21 attempts there for 74 yards. No receptions. He did have a touchdown. So he's always a touchdown candidate for me. A former Bear, one of my Chicago Bears, a former Bear. Why didn't Swift get the ball last game? Well, number one, he don't play for Detroit. You know that, right? I'm quite sure you probably know that, but he don't play for Detroit, man. If that's what you're referring to, he doesn't play for Detroit. Joe Mixon and Cincinnati. Joe Mixon. The usage is there for Joe Mixon. 54.5 yards. It's a pick your poison thing. If you want to get there, I couldn't talk you off of it. I just couldn't. Okay, I can't. Anthony Richardson, 40 yards. He did really good last week. If you want to take it, be my guest. Oh yeah. So right. Damian Pierce, 56.5 yards. I probably won't be going there. I'll probably just leave this alone for right now. Christian McCaffrey, I like the 66.5 rushing yards, man. You get it at 66.5 right now. Right now. He had 150 yards rushing last week, I want to say. They were talking about his workload, and it was fine. Okay, 22 attempts, 152 yards rushing, 5 targets, 17 yards, 3 receptions on 5 targets. He was fine. Okay. Rush yards here on PrizePicks. Let's see where his number is at. 67.5 on PrizePicks. Yes, Swift plays for Philly. Once you get to Philly don't care nothing about no running backs. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Once your ass get dropped off in Philly, it's crazy. All right, but he gonna probably have some games. I ain't gonna lie. But Christian McCaffrey, 67.5. And then on draft on PrizePicks and 66.5. So it's a 1 yard difference. But yeah, I like the 66.5. And then you can get to the alternates, and then the alternates. We'll get to the alternates in the section. That's probably next. Okay. So I was all over Daniel Jones. Russian prop, he hit it for me last week. 33.5 is not in the realm of possibilities. I don't know if I'll get there, because I like to take Daniel Jones in tougher matchups, but it's possible. Saquon Barkley, and I like Saquon Barkley and James Conner, man. I like them both. All right. So the usage for these guys was there, I would say. Yeah. So what game was that? Arizona and New York Jets. Okay, so we had Barkley here. That game was just. I like Barkley to get a touchdown in this game. They played in Detroit. That game was out of there. Okay, I mean, what else can I say? I expect him to bounce back this week here. I like him to get in there. I couldn't talk you off his run. He had 12 attempts at 51 yards. His prop is sitting at what right now? 73. I might stick with the touchdown, but it is what it is. This is not out of the reach for him. All right, it's not out of the reach for him. I not right now. Right now, I don't know. I don't know. I do a lot of straights. I don't do a lot of parlays though. Clutch. And I'm gonna drop another NFL video in a minute. But these are early lines. If you want to jump on these, that's what I'm doing this video for right now. Kind of like a semi breakdown, early lines all in one, so people can, because people will wait. Like people that don't play on a lot of books, they'll wait for like FanDuel or some shit, and FanDuel don't drop lines till days later. You know what I'm saying? I think this isn't, I mean, you always have an advantage when you get something early that you like and that you meditated on already. James Conner, his the usage was there for him. 14 attempts, 62 yards, 5 receptions on 5 targets. Okay, only 8 yards, but he had five receptions, and so it is what it is. Okay, and yeah, so those guys are they in play. They in play for sure. All right. Connor, as long as he stays healthy, he's a touchdown candidate, shit like that. Tony Pollard, I'm probably not messing with these guys. I ain't gonna lie. I want these two defenses. They showed me something last week. I'm gonna just stay back. All right. Probably not gonna look at these guys for rushes either way. But the Javonte Williams is kind of intriguing to me. It's really intriguing to me. We all know how good Javonte Williams is. He recovered so damn good from his injury. He first recovered from a gunshot, then he recovered from that fucking injury. Like, who the hell is he? This boy is good, but they had some. He had some timeshares and shit back there. I'm shit. He had some targets too. He had 6 targets, 4 receptions on 6 targets, 13 attempts, rush attempts for 52 yards. So he's involved, you know what I'm saying? But he got guys behind him, who's the guy? P. Ryan. He only had who? Not Williams. I'm sorry. Who the fuck was that? Or what am I seeing things? I don't know. But yeah, I would look at him. I would look at him, bro. Y'all. I would look at him. I would look at him. All right. I have interest there. I have interest at 41 and a half. I like it. I like the 41 and a half for right now. I like the 41 and a half, man. It just is what it is. 13 and a half for Russell Wilson. Think about it. Meditate on it. Do what you got to do. Ramondre Stevenson. Okay. Ramondre Stevenson. I like the 53 and a half. I don't know. Elliott, I don't like the fact that they have Elliott. Elliott didn't fucking help himself with a fumble last week. Where's the New England? And I like Ramondre Stevenson passing and receiving, you know. Oh, that must be a is that a Sunday night game? New England. That must be a Sunday night game. That might be a Sunday night game. Let me see. So either way it go, I like him. I like him. I like him. I like those guys there. Let me see. I think I'm about to sprinkle something on that right now. That 41 and a half. Derek Carr receiving line. Rushing is in at 3.5. Deshaun Watson. I took his rushing prop at 22 and a half last week. He got there. Now it's at 25 and a half. I don't know if I'm gonna get there. Nick Chubb, yes, please. Give me that. Give me that over 77 and a half rushing yards. Okay. I like that. All right. And then I'm gonna skip over this. I'm gonna come back to reception yards, but alternate rushing yards. They have alternates out right now, so they got alternates out. It's just self-explanatory. It is what it is. Let's see what we got. Jalen Hurts 50, 25. I don't know about that. ETN 50. You can see a 50 there. Z's, what's up, Z's? Z's just pops in. Let's get it. I know, right? Justin Fields, you can get them down to a 50. They got alternates out, so you can use these alternates, okay? Khalil Herbert, 50 at plus money, 25 at minus 475. I'll be taking some of these minus 300s and shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just to get you some plus money. 75 yards for you think Herbert can get 75? You get that at a plus 55 right now. White, 50 yards, 9 run possibilities. I don't know. Might tip my expectations, but it is what it is. James Cook, not messing with that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Josh Jacobs, Josh Allen, 25. You know what I'm saying? Josh Jacobs, 75. You get 75 for plus 115, 50 minus 350. So they have the alternates out. You know what I'm saying? Just to throw that out there. Alternates, they out there. I'll make me a same game parlay with that. I'll make me so I'll take Christian McCaffrey for 50 yards. I will take I like Chubb yards straight up. Let's see if I get a quick plus money, a 3-leg for like a plus 100 real quick. Give me Daniel Jones 25 rushing yards. Give me Give me Josh Jacobs 50 rushing yards. That right there should be plus money. That's a plus 123 right there. I'm straight with that. That's all I need. Give me 25 rushing yards for Khalil Herbert, man. And what I'll do here, I'll take Daniel Jones down. So give me 25, give me 50 rushing yards for McCaffrey, 50 for Jacobs, 25 for Khalil Herbert. If you fishy about any one of these guys, swap them out. But give me that. Give me that for fucking plus money right there. Bankroll builder. Give me that. Give me that. Okay. Reception yards, quick brief through here. AJ Brown, I like that. 73.5 for AJ Brown in this matchup. I like it. Justin Jefferson, he's just is what it is. You can do what you do. Hawkinson, 49.5. Interesting. Like, how much would I throw on that? I'm putting at least for it depends. Like for a banks, I'm putting at least 25 on that. I'm putting at least 25 on that. Yeah, at least 25 on that. Yep, early just for on the strength of it being early. Yeah, I'm at least 25 on that. To give you guys a better understanding, I don't know. I mean, I could look at like for instance, because I'll be doing so them like bankroll builders for me, clutch. I do a lot of those. I probably do like 8 to 10 tickets like that, where I can control my own destiny. You know what I'm saying? And depending on the week and what's sexy, so it might be a straight bet week for me like that right now. But it is what it is. Moving up to the wide receivers, like yeah, game flow should game flow. I like them. I'm still I'm having a little doubts on. I'm having doubts about the secondary, man. I'm having doubts about that secondary. I'm having doubts about the secondary for the Eagles, but I like Hawkinson. I got interest in Hawkinson. Because even if those they got dangerous receivers over there, that can open it up for somebody like Hawkinson. So, and then like I said in the beginning of the video, Hunter Henry went out there and scored a touchdown on them last game. And over the course of the season, you'll got to, after week 4, I think you'll start seeing being able to identify weaknesses. So, that's just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think you'll be able to start identifying weaknesses after week 4. You know what I'm saying? And but you don't want to be late. And that's just the right thing, because I mean, Hawkinson is involved. I mean, we can look. Hawkinson is involved. And when you got dangerous receivers like, man, shit, them motherfuckers need some attention, man. That motherfucker Justin Jefferson gonna need some attention for sure, and the other kid, Addison gonna need some attention. So I'm looking for him to be better in prime time. What's the quarterback name? Hawk. Yeah, it probably is. I'm looking for him to have a better outing here. All right, so look, Hawkinson. He had 9 targets last game. Turned that into 35 yards there. Targets, you don't have to, you could look at targets and things of that nature. You don't have to just target, and because I like to bet targets. I like to bet targets and receptions. So like on PrizePicks, they have a targets prop. You know what I'm saying? where is it? Reception targets. Like they don't even have to catch the ball. This is just as many times they threw it to him, throwing it to him. 8 times I threw it to him 8 times. You think this person gonna be highly targeted? Then you can bet it. You know what I'm saying? So they have that. But I'm looking at I like AJ Brown. 10 targets last game, 7 receptions, 79 yards. The targets, the targets are there for you. I'm gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna like it. Addison. He had 6 targets, but he did get 4 catches and he got a tutty. You know what I'm saying? And guys like Addison and Hockenson gonna be the main beneficiary of teams trying to guard whatever the fuck his name is, Justin Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting game tomorrow. I expect points to be put up. So it is what it is, okay? But, yeah, I like the receiving yards for I like to receive. You just got to try to guess game flow. And that's all we're doing, man. We trying to guess game flow. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what we got to do. We have to try to guess game flow. You know what I'm saying? We got to try to guess game flow. Where was I? All right, so interesting things I'm gonna point out. Calvin Ridley had a lot of targets last game. Christian Kirk was the odd man out on this one. Even Zay Jones had enough targets there. So he had a nice amount of targets there as well. So Ridley, he had 11 targets, man. He was force feeding them and all shit. 8 receptions on 11 targets for 101 yards and a touchdown. All right. Christian Kirk, Zay Jones had his share. He had 7 targets. I think 5 for 5. He went 5 for 5. Evan Ingram went 5 for 5. All right. So all this contributes to, I think, the quarterback, what's his name, having a good season there. Look for Christian Kirk to get in the fold. All right, look for Christian Kirk, because Christian Kirk only had 1 target. He only had 1 reception on 1 target. That's not gonna keep happening. All right, that's not gonna keep happening. Okay, so there you have that. Kansas City, like, I'm not obligated to take none of them pass catchers, man. Straight up, I can live without taking any of them motherfuckers, to tell you the truth. I'm looking for concentrated offenses and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, the Chicago Bears. This is going to be an interesting fucking game here. DJ Moore, 2 targets, can't happen. All right, he's gonna have to get more. His yards prop, I don't know about what I'm gonna think about his yards prop. Darnell Mooney, somebody you could take. This Bears offense here. One thing about Darnell Mooney and shit like that, and Justin Fields knows where Mooney is at, because they just spent the whole year together. He knows where Cole Kmet's at. He got to get a little bit more acclimated with DJ Moore. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going to be going on right there. You got to get the ball out quicker. And I don't know. I don't know how much. I haven't looked how much pressure he was under, or is it he just almost one-track minded when it comes to rushing the ball. He just really likes to rush that ball, or he's not getting it out quick enough. One or the other. Now Evans and Rashad White, that's in play. 17.5 yard rushing is in play. Mike Evans, 51.5 is in play for sure. Khalil Herbert, he got some targets. I want to say 8.5 reception yards, -115. I think you can't. I can't talk off of that. Now we need to get the injury news on the Raiders side of things with get the injury news on the Raiders side of things with Jacoby Myers here. All right, Myers played well. He had 10 targets, 9 receptions there. 9 receptions on 10 targets for 81 yards, and then Devontae Adams, he had 6 receptions on 9 targets with 66 yards. So gonna see who's gonna be in and out here. I think the game script for them should be pass. I think they should be behind in this game. You can look at can also look at Jacobs here. He did have 2 receptions on 3 targets. If somebody, this is the type of game where they could possibly be down, he'd get more targets and more receptions. So that's always something, that works within the game flow, okay? Buffalo, I'm not a fan of this Las Vegas Raiders defense. So looking at Stephon Diggs prop here, it's 74.5 at a minus 115. I like it. I like it. The targets were there for him. As you can see, where was Diggs at? I think he had 13 targets, like 10 receptions, 13 targets, 102 yards, 1 touchdown. So the usage equals opportunity. In the receiving core, he's commanding all that usage. So yeah. And then you got Kincaid and Dawson Knox. Okay, both of these target. They ran a lot of 2 tight end sets. These are big targets for somebody like the quarterback, whatever his name is. I always forget his name. I forget everybody's game. Y'all guys know that already. But Dalton, Kincaid, both of these guys had 25 yards apiece. I want to say efficient, 4 for 4. Coming out of the tight ends, that's 8 completions between the two. Dawson Knox, 7 completions. So what the fuck is the quarterback name? Josh Allen. He made 7 throws to the tight end position, 8 throws he went 7 for 8 to the tight end position. All right. That was kind of efficient, 50 yards there. Both of these guys got involved. Both of these guys will be touchdown candidates in the future. Don't forget these names, Knox and Kincaid. All right, Kincaid. So there you have that. All right. Moving along. Next game here. Amon-Ra St. Brown and DK Metcalf. I really like this number for DK Metcalf. I'm funny, bro. I ain't that funny. Hey, I really like this number for DK Metcalf at 61.5. Go out there and annihilate these guys. We want to see though. I want to see if this Detroit Lions defense is good. You know what I'm saying? I like what they're doing. They're in my division with my Bears. I like what they're doing. Man. I like what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Last week was it bad offense by the Kansas Chiefs or good defense for the Detroit Lions? DK Metcalf coming in. Give me the 61.5, Russ. Give me the 61.5. And if you want to alter it, you can get to an alternate. They have alternate reception yards right here. And you can go down here and you can start altering shit up. All right. And they have those props out right now. So it's early. It's early. DK Metcalf, you get it for 75 at a plus 135, 100 at a plus 30, 125 at a plus 850, especially if you think this game shoots out. The game could probably shoot out. I mean, it just is what it is. You make a ticket with DK Metcalf on one side for this X amount of yards and Amon-Ra St. Brown for X amount of yards. Yeah. Both of them guys for 100 yards and a touchdown, all in the okay. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know what to do. So yeah, like I said, I'll take that 61 over that 79 for Amon-Ra St. Brown. All right. I mean for DK Metcalf. Keenan Allen versus Tennessee Titans. Been getting their ass burnt up. Give me the over 67. No, I don't. So you gotta take an eye on the injury news here, okay? Because first and foremost, the kid is probably not playing. All right. He got banged up. So let's just take a look at this shit real quick so I can show you guys. What team was that? Okay, let's see. let's look at the Chargers real quick. All right. So Keenan Allen, 76 yards, 9 targets. Yes. All right. The targets are going to be there for him. We ain't got to worry about that. Kentucky off his can't take off his props. Look how you looking at me. Like, you better take the over. Like, yeah. All right, Joe. Dang, I will take the over. All right. Let me know over 67 and whatever yards you got, bro. All right, I ain't gonna talk about it no more. I'm gonna take the over for him. All right. But more importantly here, let's look at Austin Eckler here. He got hurt, man. What a game. 16 rushing attempts, 117 yards. This guy does a lot. A touchdown, 4 receptions on 5 targets for 47 yards. You know what I'm saying? He's just that good. All right. He's that good. Touchdown, everything checked the box. Now, in the event he doesn't go, you can look at Kelly. I mean, Joshua Kelly, 16 attempts, 91 rush yards, 14 attempts. I mean, 1 touchdown. It is what it is. And that tells you a little bit about the Miami defense as well. All right. They got gassed on the ground. All right. They got gassed on the ground. So put that in your memory bank up here. All right. Because they're getting ready to go see Belichick. They're getting ready to go see Ramon J. Stevenson and Zeke. All right. And then, so keep that in your mind. Keep that in your memory bank, because Belichick gonna try to do what he can to keep these guys down. All right. To keep whatever fuck his name is, the cheetah, keep them motherfuckers at bay. You know what I'm saying? They fast as hell. On Tennessee side, they don't have lines out for these guys for the receptions area, but Hopkins. Okay, so Hopkins, he's such a good football player, route runner, and all of that. 13 targets, 7 receptions on 13 targets, a little bit over 50% there, 65 yards, didn't get a touchdown. He demands all the attention. All right. I was on Treylon Burks. I'm not gonna let that shit, you know what I'm saying? Tannehill need to spread the ball around, man. Straight up. At least to Burks. Hopkins will probably get mad as hell, though. You know what I'm saying? But Treylon Burks, I like Treylon. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably going to end up going back to Treylon one more time. But, Hopkins, whatever his numbers come out, probably going to be in play. I don't know. Okay. It's probably going to be in play. So I had to go into that because we only had Keenan Allen out. So I had to dip in there and give you guys my thoughts here. All right. So this Baltimore Ravens and Cincinnati Bengals receiving situation here. We don't have any Baltimore Ravens receivers out, but we can go here. And what this kid was doing was okay. I like it. I mean, Baltimore, where's that game at? Back here. Okay. So Zay Flowers, he was out there. Yes, sir. Give me that. 9 receptions, 10 targets, 78 yards. They trying to figure out what they want to do with these prop numbers real fast. So I'll be interested in his numbers there. I'll be interested in Flowers' numbers. It's just self-explanatory. Okay. But the Jamar Chases and Mixons and Higgins and stuff like that, these guys are self-explanatory. They are who they are. Both of these receiving lines could be low. The targets were there. Maybe, like I said, maybe those guys were probably rusty. The quarterback may have been rusty, but Jamar Chase, he had 9 targets, 5 receptions. Division game, last game. T. Higgins, he had 8 targets, 0 receptions. No, he's gonna be looking to redeem himself. So soft lines right now, probably been beneficiary of what happened last week. 60.5 reception yards for T. Higgins. If it's 60.5, you could probably alter it down to a 50. You know what I'm saying? They still get a good number on a parlay piece. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. All right. Michael Pittman. This is the receiver, and Nico Collins and Robert Wood. So let's just look at these guys. These guys got the usage last game, and surprisingly, I mean, it's almost as if Pittman. 8 receptions on 11 targets for 97 yards and a touchdown. I was impressed. I was impressed with the quarterback. What's his name? The rookie kid. I like that. You know what I'm saying? You come in, you lock in with Pittman like that. I like that. I like that because I was skeptical. I wanted to bet on Pittman. So what is Pittman's reception yards at right now? 51. Yes, please. I like that. I like that. I like it. In this matchup, I like it. Nico Collins, the receptions were there. 6 receptions on 11 targets for 80 yards. He demand hey. And then both of these Woods got 10 targets too. He had 57 yards. Okay. So however you want to look at it, how you want to look at it, you know what I'm saying? Nico Collins receptions, and then you don't have to take yards all the time. You can take receptions and you can take right now, if you're looking for reception targets, PrizePicks got it on their website. They're gonna drop them a little bit later on in the week, and that's why I'm trying to bring all this to you guys at once. You know what I'm saying? All this to you guys at once. Old ass Robert Woods had that. You know, and then when you can go to alter these guys. Even Granson had an okay game. All right, Granson had an okay game. So I think he hit his prop on the head. I think it was 25. Granson had an okay game. 6 targets for 39 yards, 4 receptions, 6 targets for 39 yards. His prop was sitting at 25 and a half. These people will sell too. So you got to really find the right matchup. Right now, the lines are pretty soft right now. So you have to take advantage of them for the first 3-4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? The soft lines, because these lines going to average out. They're going to average out for sure. Brandon Ayuk, I like him this year. All right. I like Brandon Ayuk this year. All right. I've been on Brandon Ayuk for 3 years now. Let me see something. For 3 years now, I've been on Brandon Ayuk. I know how good he is and how good he can be. Was it him? I want to say, but I think he blew some money for me, man. Straight up, man. I had a chance to really fuck them people up. Wait. That's my Twitter if y'all don't know. Okay, this wasn't the lineup that I had him in. This wasn't the lineup that I had him in. This was not. Okay. I almost took their ass out, though, with this lineup. Y'all see, I almost hit them for 50 G's on this one here. Almost. That's fantasy. But I thought I had him in that lineup. Schultz, he didn't do so well last week. But yeah, these guys, they don't have Deebo Samuel's numbers out right now. Christian McCaffrey not a real possibilities. Now, what I'm really interested in is where they're gonna drop these lines at for my boy Puka Nacua. That's who I'm looking for. If y'all was rolling with me last week or whatever, Puka Nacua. I knew he was gonna have be in a good spot, but he had 10 receptions on 15 targets for 119 yards. Tutu got in there too. Tutu got in there. 6 receptions at 8 targets and 119 receiving yards. It's hard to guard what you don't know what's coming at you. That was number one. That was week 1. They didn't know what was coming at them. They didn't know. All right. So it's hard to defend, So Stafford is the type of guy that would key in. He didn't see nobody but Cooper Kupp last year. That's the only motherfucker he's seen. All right. So going in, I'm like, wide receiver, I like Puka Nacua. You be trying to get that takedown? Yeah, I be pumping that. I be busting at them GPPs. I ain't even gonna lie. I throw my darts, bro. And that's a whole nother. A lot of people, they don't play fantasy like that. I love it. It's got to be Stafford, man. It's got to be Stafford. Him and this Higbee shit. Higbee, I'm not gonna fall off into that. I was on mood. I took it off. I took it off. I'm not gonna fall into this shit. All right. Taylor Higbee, I don't care what he do. I'm not gonna fall into this shit. He had 3 receptions on 3 targets. I'm looking for him to get. I was looking for him to get 7 targets at least. Okay, so right now he could go have 1,000 yards, and I wouldn't even fucking care. Okay, I'm not going to him. I know what. Am I still on mute? I'm not on mute no more. I know what y'all know what Stafford likes, man. He likes to throw to a wide receiver. Puka Nakua is going to be that guy. Atwell going to be that guy. Jefferson out there dropping shit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And if Cooper Kupp comes back, oh man, Puka Nakua and Atwell, they figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? They figuring it out. Now the San Francisco, I don't know what they passing. They secondary is going to look like. But they did get a chance to see that Stafford will be throwing to these guys. So so I got a shortage in my cord. I keep every time I bump into it, it gets unplugged. What time is it? 12 o'clock. Y'all up at 12 o'clock with me? I'll be up all night. It's 12 o'clock now. I won't be going to sleep until probably 8 or 9 tomorrow because I work on third shift. So I'm just be up looking stupid. All right. Yeah. So I like Brandon Ayuk here. I think he's gonna have a better receiving season than Debo. I think he's gonna have a better receiving season. Not interested in none of these guys here. One interesting thing to point out here is let's go over here to the tight end spot. Waller, I expect for him to have a better game. He had 3 targets on 5 targets, 3 receptions on 5 targets. I expect him to have a better game as ASAP. And Ertz, I don't know why he throwing to his ass like that, but he only had what the fuck? I mean, he had 10 targets, 6 receptions on 10 targets for 21 yards. But I get it. What's the name? He only threw the ball. I think he had 20 some completions, 21 completions for 135 yards. The quarterback Dobbs. So it's gonna be wild. I would put Ertz on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? So I could try to trade him or get something for him, or just don't go to him as much. What else we got here? I'm gonna just fall back from this tough ass defensive matchup here, and then Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin. I expect Terry McLaurin to be a little bit better than he was last week. However, I am looking at Thomas in this spot. He had 8 targets, 4 receptions on 8 targets, for 43 yards. Interesting to see what his numbers going to be like. He is not a bum. This guy's not a bum. He just can't stay healthy. He's going to be he's probably going to be he's going to be the quarterback's best friend. You know what I'm saying? And it shows. I mean, 8 targets there. That's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna like that. I'm waiting for his lines to drop. That's the guy who I got my radar on. Even if I have to alter it to alter it, that's what I'll do. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Alter it down into a parlay piece. I'm okay with that. Ramondre Stevenson, that's an interesting play there. And then Tyreek Hill. I don't know what Belichick is going to do. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what he's going to do. If they keep Tyreek Hill in motion like that, it's still going to be hard for them to slow him down. I was reading he did a lot of motion. He was doing a lot of motion, man. It's hard. It's going to be hard for them to slow him down in motion. It's going to be hard. Ramondre Stevenson, interesting. In this matchup, if Miami Dolphins get off to a fast start, he's definitely going to be interesting. Interesting play. His prop sitting at 19.5. He had a nice game. I think he had six targets or 6 catches, one or the other. All right. Olave is a stud. Michael Thomas is going to do what he's going to do. Can't talk you off none of that for these guys here. And Mari Cooper, I'll temper my expectations on him right now. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even look cap him in that area. And then, like I said, they got the alternates out. Let's see, alternate reception yards. Let's see. I would take for a plus money, like a 3-leg plus money alternate. I would probably take, not including that that game. Let me see. Brown for 50 yards, and like I said, if y'all roll with me from basketball, any three minus 300 or minus 400s, I always came out to plus money for me. I don't know, but it always came out to plus money for me in the bankroll builder category. So I would probably look at, what would I look at? You can get a quick 3-leg here. Devontae Adams, 50 yards. Diggs, 50 yards. Metcalf, 50 yards. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Devontae Adams and Diggs play for the same team. So I probably would take Diggs over him, and then I'll add somebody else. Now you have to take one from each team on DK. Fuck it. 50 yards for Keenan Allen. Why not? Plus a plus 138 right there. The 50-50 boys. I'm probably going to drop something on that, okay? But it's a bunch of candidates. A bunch, okay? So, DraftKings, they dropped them early lines. Receptions is probably one of my favorites here. I'm not going to go through. Oh, well, they don't have them out. Rushing reception yards. Good for running backs here. Rashad White, they got him at 77.5. Rushing reception yards. Ramondre Stevenson, 77.5 rushing reception yards. Interesting. All right. You got alternate rushing reception yards. That's a nice one. Alternate rushing reception yards. That's a nice one there. What I wanted, the fantasy points. Interesting. Now I don't recall this from last year. Anybody that thinks they know, could you let me know if you've seen this last year on DraftKings? Because I like it. Okay. Fantasy score. Yeah, I like it for sure. If you guys don't know, if you don't know about the fantasy score, this should be PPR. I gotta check the rules. It should be PPR though. So 16 fantasy score. Let me see. If Brown, let's see, you get 80 yards. That's 8. 6 targets. That's 14. 6 catches. That's about 14. 80 yards. 6 catches on 80 yards. That's 14. A touchdown. He blows that out the water. Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson. 5 catches. That's 5 points. 50 yards. That's 5 points. Where are you gonna get the other? I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's all we got. We got a limited amount of props out right now. I've been on this for a long ass time. I appreciate you guys. Just hanging out or whatever the case may be. Rush attempts is a good one too. Yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. My next NFL video will probably be some official plays, okay? But I'm getting ready to lock some shit in right now. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about to lock some shit in. On a Wednesday night, early lines. What are we waiting for? All right. Peace. Oh, MLB. I'm finna do the MLB video too.